The people naturally adhere most to doctrines which demand the least self-exertion and the least use of their own reason, and which can best accommodate their duties to their inclinations. It is not God's will merely that we should be happy, but that we should make ourselves happy. The reading of all good books is like a conversation with the finest minds of past centuries. All our knowledge begins with the senses, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with reason. There is nothing higher than reason. Have the courage to use your own reason. That is the motto of enlightenment. Enlightenment is man leaving his self-caused immaturity. Immaturity is the incapacity to use one's intelligence without the guidance of another. It is so easy to be immature. If I have a book to serve as my understanding, a pastor to serve as my conscience, a physician to determine my diet for me, and so on, I need not exert myself at all. I need not think. If only I can pay, others will readily undertake the irksome work for me. Young man, deny yourself satisfaction of amusement, of debauchery, of love, etc., not with the stoical intention of complete abstinence, but with the refined Epicurean intention of having in view an ever-growing pleasure. Seek not the favor of the multitude. It is seldom got by honest and lawful means, but seek the testimony of few, and number not voices, but weigh them. I have no knowledge of myself as I am, but merely as I appear to myself. Morality is not properly the doctrine of how we may make ourselves happy, but how we make ourselves worthy of happiness. Reason does not work instinctively, but requires trial, practice, and instruction in order to gradually progress from one level of insight to another. No one has a right to compel me to be happy in the peculiar way in which he may think of the well-being of other men, but everyone is entitled to seek his own happiness in the way that seems to him best, if it does not infringe the liberty of others in striving after a similar end for themselves. The guidelines for achieving wisdom consist of 3 leading maxims. 1. Think for yourself. 2. In communication with other people, put yourself in the place of the other person. 3. Always think by remaining faithful to your own self. Dignity is a value that creates irreplaceability. The death of dogma is the birth of morality. Only he who himself enlightened is not afraid of shadows. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. Experience without theory is blind, but theory without experience is mere intellectual play. It is therefore correct to say that the senses do not err, not because they always judge rightly, but because they do not judge at all. In action, to have moral worth must be done from duty. We are not rich by what we possess, but by what we can do without. Ingratitude is the essence of vileness.
Before continuing with this video, we would love to make an invitation to you. If you like this content and you can dedicate just a moment to us, then we invite you to like this video, subscribe to the channel by clicking on the bell symbol and confirming your choice, and finally, to share this video on social media by clicking on the button below, because this could help us grow and create much more content to help you grow. Thank you.
Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of any other, never merely as a means to an end, but always at the same time as an end. Genius is the ability to independently arrive at and understand concepts that would normally have to be taught by another person. In law, a man is guilty when he violates the rights of others. In ethics, he is guilty if he only thinks of doing so. One who makes himself a worm cannot complain afterwards if people step on him. Human reason is by nature architectonic. A good will is good not because of what it affects or accomplishes, not because of its fitness to attain some intended end, but good just by its willing, that is, in itself. Through failures, one becomes intelligent, but the one who has trained himself in this subject so that he can make others wise through their own failures has used his intelligence. Ignorance is not stupidity. Freedom is the alone unoriginated birthright of man, and belongs to him by force of his humanity. He who is cruel to animals becomes hard also in his dealings with men. We can judge the heart of a man by his treatment of animals. Only the descent into hell of self-knowledge can pave the way to godliness. The public use of a man's reason must be free at all times, and this alone can bring enlightenment among men. Man must be disciplined, for he is by nature raw and wild. Someone's intelligence can be measured by the quantity of uncertainties that he can bear. Right must never be adapted to politics, but politics must at all times be adapted to right. Space and time are the framework within which the mind is constrained to construct its experience of reality. Hospitality means the right of a stranger not to be treated as an enemy when he arrives in the land of another. Have patience a while. Slanders are not long-lived. Truth is the child of time. Ere long she shall appear to vindicate thee. Act toward others in ways that you would want everyone else to act toward others. Nature, even in chaos, cannot proceed otherwise than regularly and according to order. A plant, an animal, the regular order of nature, probably also the disposition of the whole universe, give manifest evidence that they are possible only by means of and according to ideas. Is it reasonable to assume a purposiveness in all the parts of nature and to deny it to the whole? For peace to reign on earth, humans must evolve into new beings who have learned to see the whole first. Act that your principle of action might safely be made a law for the whole world. Two things fill the mind with ever-increasing wonder and awe: the starry heavens above me, and the moral law within me.
If you want to know more about the work of this author and about all his fantastic discoveries, we invite you to take a look at the description section of this video, where you will find a link to all his works. In addition, in the description section of this video, you will also find a curated and constantly updated list of links to what are considered to be all of the most powerful products and services currently available online, some of which are literally changing the world to improve both your personal and professional life and move on to the next level. Thank you for watching.